Here's how I recommend learning how to do pendulum dowsing. First step is make sure you have a pendulum that is very lively. That is, the pendulum moves a lot and very easily when you hold it in your hands. The next step is that you have to be able to get the pendulum to move in any direction that you think about, and it should seemingly happen by itself. So right now it's going counterclockwise because I was thinking about that. Then I'm going to have it go clockwise now. And your hand is what is moving it. If you do it correctly, though, you won't be aware of that. You'll think it's happening by itself. And that's because it's controlled by your subconscious mind, which by definition you are not aware of. So you should spend some time doing this. Get your pendulum to move in whatever direction you think of. Have it go back and forth. Have it go side to side. Have it go counterclockwise. Have it go clockwise. See, there we go. Now it's going clockwise. Have it do all sorts of things. Get it to move in any direction you think. This is very important because it allows you to establish a rhythm with the pendulum, get into a nice flow with it, and it allows you to be completely integrated both consciously and unconsciously with the pendulum's movement, which will result in more accurate answers. The next step is that I highly recommend you use a chart, even if it's a really simple chart. Like this is a yes, no, or maybe chart just written on an index card. Next step is you can ask questions or make statements. It doesn't really matter. I would also recommend, if you're interested in improving your pendulum dowsing, to strengthen your intuition. Before you go to the store, you could ask a question like, am I going to have a good experience on this trip? Yes or no. Will I find what I need? Yes or no. And then go out to the store and see what happens. Also, anytime you have to make a decision in life, start feeling into it. Like, what does my intuition say? Did I get a yes or no on this? Because doing that will strengthen your pendulum dowsing skill. Anything you do to strengthen your intuition or your psychic powers will also strengthen your pendulum dowsing. If you do this process correctly, you'll get a truthful answer. It may not be correct, but at least it will be your truth, what you think is true. If it feels like you're forcing the answer, then you know that something is off. And then you can just take a break. You can maybe do some grounding, or maybe it's just something you can't answer because you have too much bias towards it. One other thing that you can do with your pendulum before you start is to do a few pendulum commands. These are affirmations that are energized by the movement of the pendulum, and they can help you to become more accurate and to do a better job with pendulum dowsing. So, for example, you could say, I witnessed this pendulum dowsing session working out for my highest good and the highest good of all concerned. Let the pendulum rotate a few times, and then say another command. I witnessed myself getting accurate answers from my pendulum to the best of my ability. Send silver energy, that's the energy of interruption, to anything blocking me from getting accurate answers. Send blue-green energy, this is the energy or force of existence, to getting accurate answers. This or something better, amen. This little step, it's like doing a prayer or a spell almost. This can help to enhance your pendulum accuracy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye.